has been almost 2 years since Apple discontinued the original HomePod. This week they announced the all-new HomePod that looks like the old HomePod. Is this new HomePod enough of an upgrade over the original or even the HomePod Mini? Let's talk about what Apple announced. I like the original HomePod and continue to use a pair of them with my TV in the garage and a single one here with my office TV. They're great for listening to music and sound much better than TV speakers. In 2021, Apple actually updated these to support Dolby Atmos and Spatial audio, making them sound even better. But I think they make a great option to pair with your TV, especially compared to soundbars and sound systems around the same price point. The original HomePod was a great speaker despite its high price tag of $349. However, the limited functionality of Siri and smart home control really made it look overpriced next to Amazon Echoes and Google speakers. So what has changed since the HomePod was discontinued? Well, Apple has definitely grown out the smart home a lot since introducing the HomePod Mini. There's also a lot more useful Siri integration across Apple services and devices. This is coming back at a time where I think people could get a lot more value out of it. From what has been announced, it's looking more like a, hey, welcome back, full-size HomePod, more than an all-new HomePod. The price is $299, the same price that this was when it was discontinued. I was really hoping that we would see $199 or $249, something more in line with Amazon's Echo Studio, but is what it is. The new HomePod's available in midnight or white. Both of them are made out of 100% recycled mesh material. I ordered both, so we'll see what they look like. So make sure to subscribe to check out that video when it comes out. Now, what color would you order? Let me know in the comment section. The display on the new HomePod looks more in line with what's on the HomePod Mini. The whole thing will illuminate. Unfortunately, there is no update on that display to show text or information of any kind. As for the size, when looking at the specs, it's going to be about the same size as the original HomePod. Looking at the complete package, it really still focuses primarily on being a strong speaker. So just a quick comparison between the original and the specs of the new one. This original HomePod had a total of 7 tweeters, 1 woofer, and 6 microphones. The new HomePod has 5 tweeters, 1 woofer, and 4 microphones. So less speakers in it, but with the new updated S7 chip in it and Apple's computational audio magic, I wouldn't be surprised if even with less speakers, it sounds better. So I am curious to see how that sounds. The full-size HomePod does support Dolby Atmos and Spatial audio. What's nice is that it can tune itself to the room it's in. So you place this down, and what it'll do is it'll use the microphones to detect the sound reflecting back off of objects and tune the sound according to the space it's in. If you add a second one and pair them, it's going to tune it to the room and give you a fuller surround. When it comes to sound improvements, Apple's been good at surprising me. For example, the new AirPods 2nd generation, the improved bass and noise canceling is pretty obvious out of it. The new HomePod could sound amazing, so I'm definitely curious to check that out. The new HomePod also adds the U1 chip that's found in the HomePod Mini. That U1 chip allows devices to locate each other with high precision. So for example, if I lose my new AirPods, I can use the Find My app and be able to dial in precisely where those AirPods are. Now in the case of the HomePods, Apple is only using that U1 chip for proximity of your phone to the HomePod. As you bring your phone closer, it'll start to vibrate and then hand the music off to the HomePod. With the new HomePod, we're going to just see better handoff using that U1 chip. What I hope to see is automations based on the U1 chip. It would be great that when my phone is detected in a room, that the HomePod knows to trigger a routine based on that. Or if I'm in a certain place in the room, it could trigger a different routine. That's when things can get really cool with the U1 chip across different devices. Now beyond sound, the HomePod is about the smart home, and the new HomePod coming out will be Matter certified. If you're not familiar with Matter, it is a new smart home protocol that really is going to help make it easier to buy any Matter certified device and be able to use it across any smart assistant. It's going to become easier to build out a smart home and even have multiple smart assistants managing those same devices. Before we talk about how this new HomePod compares to the HomePod Mini, I did want to let you know that during the week you could find me live streaming over on Amazon. There I share with you some of my favorite tech deals and answer your questions. So check it out using this link and give a follow. Also, you can find me streaming Saturday mornings live here on YouTube. So how does the new HomePod stack up to the HomePod Mini? Well, if anything, it seems to bring the HomePod in line with the Mini. Now, one of the additions with this new HomePod is a humidity and temperature sensor. So you can ask what the humidity or temperature is in a room, or you can use that to trigger automation. So turn on the air conditioning if you want. Now what's cool is the HomePod Mini has that same sensor already built in, and it's being turned on now. Another addition in the new HomePod is sound detection, so that you're able to detect if a carbon monoxide or fire alarm goes off. If one of those sounds is detected, it could then notify you or trigger a routine. From a smart home perspective, the only new addition really is that sound detection that's coming later in spring. Now, if you don't know what all you can do with the HomePod, make sure to check out this video over here. I cover 10 everyday uses that help you get more out of the device. I'll put a link in the description, and you can just watch this video and it'll be at the end too. Really, all the best smart home features and Siri integrations are already available in the HomePod Mini. That's why this video is primarily talking about sound. It's all about the sound upgrade. There really is nothing different. There's no third-party app integration or special features that this really has over the Mini. Knowing that, is this really enough of an upgrade if you're not concerned about the sound? And if you already own one, a full-size one, should you buy this one? That's a tough call. I mean, at $99, this is priced really well. It sounds great for a little speaker. The key though is it's a little speaker. I know between the Mini and the original full-size HomePod, the sound difference is night and day. You get a nice full sound out of this for listening to music, or when paired with movies, that Dolby Atmos and Spatial audio really adds a lot to it. If you already own one of the original HomePods, it may be tough to justify updating to this new one now. I know Apple over time is going to take advantage of that processor and bring features that maybe this one won't be able to handle. You do have the temperature sensor, you have that U1 chip, but until that gets utilized more, might not be a big update over this. I think it's really going to come down to sound, and I don't put it past Apple to surprise us with impressive sound. I am curious how this thing's going to sound next to this, and if you want to know, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that video. Now, I love the idea of having surround sound at every TV I own, but I'm not going to run wires all over the place to be able to do that. So something like the HomePods make a great option to give me a good virtual surround sound, a nice speaker for listening to music, and a smart speaker all in one. Now, if you already own a HomePod or you're thinking about getting one, check out this video over here of 10 everyday uses. This is going to help you get the most out of your HomePod. I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.